Alrighty, fellas. I woke up from my brief nap. I had some dinner, and here we are. I'm gonna try a little experiment today. Normally, I'm not this large, but I did notice that I kind of decreased in size over the past year or so, and I think originally, um, well, okay, this is a bit of a longer story. I was thinking about the last time I played Rogue Trader. So I went through my YouTube archives to find when I did. It was 9 months ago, but anyways, that information is neither here nor there. But it was 9 months ago, um, and I didn't realize it. But I guess at the time, I had actually uh, at the time I had uh I've seen a few streams where people's VTubers models are just a lot larger than I think they should be. It to me, there's like a certain balance, you know. Like sometimes it can get large enough that it's kind of distracting. So at the time, I decided to myself, okay, well, it makes the most sense for me to make sure that my model's not that big. So I made my model a little bit smaller, but looking back on the old VODs, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I kind of like the when the model was much larger. It's kind of a little weird lately, I guess, to be a little smaller. Um, so I mean, I don't want to be like overpowering the screen, but at the same time, uh, I mean, we have the room for it, you know. Being that it is an ultra wide, we do have the room to do stuff. So, anyways, that's just my thought. So tonight's plan, I did get started a little late. My apologies. Lately, dinner's been ready like right when I'm about to start. Dinner's gonna be ready in like 10 minutes, and then I decide to wait for dinner. I eat dinner, and then I show up on stream. So I've been a little bit not on time lately, and in large part because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to show up, talk for 10 minutes, and then be silent for the next 20. Especially being that a lot of dinners tend to be finger food, which is a little bit tough when it comes to streaming because, you know, regardless of whether you use keyboard and mouse or controller, getting stuff on your hands while you're gaming is always kind of tough. So, I mean, ultimately, that just makes the most sense for me to take a break, then eat, then come back. But I also don't think it's right for me to be like showing up to stream and then taking a break. You understand. You understand. Anyways, I've been having a pretty rejuvenating past few days. I've been spending a lot of family time with my family, which is pretty nice. So, I mean, I've been playing games at the same time. But I have been spending a little more time, like, amongst my family, as opposed to just, you know, locked away in my room, so it's been kind of nice. The other thing I've noticed... Topic change. The other thing I noticed about my old streams... Like, oh, okay, so... This is based off of all of 30 seconds I watched of the Rogue Trader one, and then all of 30 seconds I watched of my current one, but I was watching like 30 seconds of the Oxygen Not Included to kind of like to compare audio levels and to think about whether or not I liked the model larger. And I've said this before, but critiquing my old streams is something that I used to do like back in the day. I don't really do that so often anymore, so it is what it is. But sorry, I just had a thought in my head. Anyways, So I used to critique my old streams. I don't really do that so much anymore, but I do think that it is kind of good to have a little bit of like introspection, you know, to find what's going wrong and what I can do better. And I haven't really done that or bothered to do that lately. So as I was watching my old stream back, I kind of realized that I felt like the Oxygen Not Included stream I did like on Wednesday, like, it's okay, you know, it's not like bad, but the things I say aren't as interesting as what I used to talk about, because I scrolled to like a random point during the Rogue Trader story, and I was talking about something, and it was actually interesting. It was interesting to like have no context into what I was jumping into, and then just kind of like enter a conversation, and I felt like in that way it was significantly more interesting than what I say now. I mean, nowadays it's kind of hard because I feel like I don't talk as much about like life stuff, and I remember I had a push towards that like a few months, not a few months ago, maybe like half a year ago. I did have a push towards not really talking about real life stuff a whole lot, but that ultimately changed a bit to be more of a push towards oh, welcome into Error. How are you, Error? I'm just talking about my old streams right now, but welcome in. How are you? I used to talk more about my old real life stuff, but nowadays I don't really talk about that so much, and I did have a push originally towards not talking about real life stuff, but lately it's not so much intentional that I don't talk about real life stuff. It's just more that nothing really happens anymore. Like in my old job, at least I had like pent up frustration over my old job, but now it's like nothing really happens. Like I get frustrated at work, but it's not that bad. But Arrow says, I am well. How are you, Taku? I'm doing pretty good. I'd like your feedback on big Taku versus small Taku. I increased the size of my VTuber model, and I'm trying to find a good balance. I think more big is better right now, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of testing things. And what was the question? The size of the model era. Do you think, I don't know if it's noticeable, but I increased my model size a little bit. So, is it too big? If I lean this way, I kind of go off the screen, but let me know. And welcome into Brave. How are you, Brave? What do you guys think of the model size? It is noticeable, just different. Okay. Like, a little bit by 40%, yeah. Okay, so I was like... Hold on, I can adjust it right now, but like... When I was looking at my old VODs, like... Well, normally I'm like this big. Roughly. I'm usually about this big. But I was looking at my old VODs and I was like much bigger. But the reason I made myself smaller to begin with was because I didn't want to obstruct the game too much. And I've seen... Oops. I've seen streams where people's models are genuinely like this. And I think it's too big. So I've been trying to like go a little smaller. But I'm trying to find a good balance, you know. Maybe...
Extraction called for.
But yeah, it is hilariously big, but I swear, dude, I've actually seen people that are like this big. Like on the side of the screen. Brave prefers smaller, but fine whichever. Maybe right about here. So I'm thinking, I don't know, the old one is like, it's too small. I don't know. We'll workshop it. Oh, we'll try this for tonight.
Hilo almost at extraction though.
Well, thank you guys for the feedback. Thank you. What was I saying? I don't remember.
Hilo arrived.
Oh, so I used to do a little bit of, like, thinking in regards to my old streams. I used to, like, criticize it a little bit harder and try to figure out ways to improve, and lately I haven't really been watching my own content. And not to watch it in, like, a self-absorbed kind of way, but in, like, a way to see what works and what doesn't. But yeah, I was looking at my stream the other day, because I was wondering when the last time I played Rogue Trader was, and then I started, like, I looked, the answer is 9 months. I haven't played it for like 9 months, but when I did look at it, I was like, wow, the model's a lot larger than it is currently. So then I kind of thought to myself, no, maybe I should be experimenting with the size of the model. Also, I got a new gun in game. The rate of fire isn't as high, but the damage is a lot better. I don't know. The sound is kind of whatever, though. Doesn't sound super powerful. Anyways, but Brave says, oh, 15 stream streak, let's go. I'm Sprout 4 maxed. Or Sprout level maxed, sorry. I read that as 4 for some reason. Well, nice. Very nice. Welcome back to Pipe? I guess you beat Breath of the Wild. Where did you come from? Welcome back. How are you? But yeah, I beat Breath of the Wild, like, 2 years ago? I guess? It's been a long time. Hold on, let me kill these enemies real quick. Where did you come from? You watched my streams like a year or two ago? Well, welcome back. Welcome back. How have you been in the past 2 years? Dude, when I was young, like 2 years, I say that like I'm not, like, young anymore. I'm relatively young, but anyways. Back when I was in, like, grade school, like, 2 years, dude, was, like, so much time. Oh! Welcome in, Error. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the team. I think I might need to switch back to my old rifle. This rifle's, like, it's okay. It's not that great, but it's just okay. Anyway.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Let me see. When was the last time we chatted?
Landmark cleared.
Just a second. Okay. The last time we chatted was March of 2024. Hot damn. Yeah, damn. It's been a long time. Did you undergo a name change by chance? Man, it's been a long, long time. Welcome back. Good to see you. But Era says I'm getting into D2. I changed my guy too. Let's see it. Let's see it. Glad to have you back, Farf Pipe. Welcome back. Where am I at? This rifle doesn't feel... Yeah, this one? This one's whatever. Hold on. I'm in, like... Hold on. I'll find my way to your... I'm in a parking garage. Let me... This rifle's whatever, man.
Extraction helo. Almost.
I'm gonna go back to my normal one. Yuck. Actually... You know what? I could compare them side by side, I guess.
Helo is on site.
Man, I kind of want to use an assault rifle. It doesn't work with my build, though. That's fine. This rifle is just like... The speed is just so slow, man. Like, look at this one. By comparison. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I'm coming to you. Coming over to you. Oh! And Izzy's there. Hold on. We're streaming and doing a little Dark Zone PvE, if you want to tag along. Okay. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen Izzy, too.
Enemy patrol detected.
Brave says, do you lose equipment when you die or something? Yes. Why, yes you do. So in the Dark Zone, you... It's a little bit... Oh, actually, wait. Let's check the fit. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, the eyes, too. Nice. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. I like the... I don't know if this is intentional, but I like the color coordination between the purple hair and the purple gun. Very nice. Oh, Izzy says, yeah, I got a fourth. Sounds good to me. But yeah, it is a very nice outfit, I gotta say. Also, these guys are noticing us. Hold on. Oh, whatever.
An agent from your clan has joined your team. Immediate medical assistance needed.
But are those bullets? I think so. I think I have the same top as well.
Agent down.
It's okay, I got the revive. I don't know, man. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try the other gun. Actually, wait, no. I was gonna say, it seems a little underpowered, but I guess we're fighting against a juggernaut enemy, so...
Vital signs critical.
Damn!
Agent down.
Killed Error.
Another agent is now in your group.
Oh, I gotcha. Never mind. Okay, no, I gotcha.
Easy drop incoming.
Okay. We can take a look, though. I think they're like... Oh, no, they're glow sticks. See? The little hook for the glow stick is at the bottom. And the top is the bottom of the stick, normally. That's pretty cool. Be even cooler if you could crack those on. Have a glowing left shoulder. Man. What an outfit. What an outfit. Oh. Ah!
Incoming dark zone drop.
Mr. Izzy. And a guest. Let's go. Okay. I guess we'll just go this way then? But Error says, I tried to change it up. I did color coordination with my hair. Nice. Yes, I saw. I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not, but man. Looking pretty good, man. But for anybody out there that hasn't tried this game, first off,
Delivered.
open invite, first come, first served. Right? But if you haven't tried this game, it goes on sale on Steam for like $7.50 or something like that. USD.
Engage.
And I gotta say, you can get a lot of value out of this game. That's not considering the DLC, though. DLC, it's probably like $20, $30 on sale or something like that. But the amount of value you can get out of this game is pretty sharp. So, highly recommend. Highly. Which isn't to say it's a perfect game. I mean, but the good thing is that there's always something to work on. There's pretty much always a battle pass for you to be like actively working on. And then on top of that, there's also like little random events that'll appear as well. So, you know, you get a lot of value out of playing the game, even free to play, or not free to play, but even when you're not buying the battle pass, you still have a lot that you can earn. So, but Brave says, Error fit for the battle zone while Taku looks like a cosplayer. Oh shoot, I forgot to change my Sorry, I'm kind of like numb to stuff I see all the time. I need to step it up. But yeah, we'll just kind of go from location to location, and you know, grab what we can and move on. But to explain the Dark Zone to you, Brave. So the Dark Zone is a special, normally PvP area of the map. It's a walled off, like, big map in which, you know, like extraction shooters, it's kind of like that. You spawn into the area, you're tasked with killing enemies, grabbing, like, the gear drops in the Dark Zone are generally have a higher chance of a better gear drop. So you fight some enemies, you grab whatever gear you can, and then you have to call in a helicopter to extract all your gear. In that time, other players can end you, so you have to be really careful about, you need to be really careful about who you're up against, because normally, you have to fight other players on top of fighting, the normal enemies. So, but currently there is a special event going on in which there's 3 different types of Dark Zone. So for that reason, we're just kind of like hanging out without having to worry about PvP. This one is the PvE Dark Zone, so things are pretty peaceful. But normally you can PvP, but because it's a special event, we're in a PvE only zone, so we're not being killed by the sweatiest players alive in their ultra overpowered builds. So this is more of a grind fest than anything else. Oh, Era's taking major damage. Era might be typing something. But the reason I like doing the PvP one the reason I like doing the PvE one is because it's a lot easier to level up your Dark Zone level. There's 2 different leveling systems. There's your, like, general overall player level, and then there's your Dark Zone level. Your Dark Zone level can drop when you die, or something like that. So, and being that I don't play a lot of PvP, it just makes a little more sense to run this way, you know. But was gonna say, this looks so peaceful for PvP. It is pretty peaceful. It is very peaceful, dare I say. But yeah, it's a good time. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it quite a bit, I must say. So, this current Dark Zone thing they got going on, it's going to last for the next 5 weeks or so. So, we've got quite a bit of time. Right now, it's all peaceful, and I'm running out in the middle of the open because I know that the only people we're going to get killed by are the NPC enemies, as opposed to being killed by a min-maxer actual real person. So the thing that puts me off from the Dark Zone PvP is because I'm more of a homebrew build kind of guy rather than a, like, meta build kind of person. Because you know how there's some, like, min-maxers that they want to have, like, all the meta, the most meta build they can think of. They want to have a super meta build, and then they want to have, like, make themselves in such a way that they become really, really hard to kill. I prefer to homebrew. I think it's just more fun that way, to make something yourself and kind of test it. So, I guess that's the reason I don't do PvP. Because I know that my homebrew's not going to be better than, like, the meta that's been agreed upon across all of the Division community, so. But most of this game is PvE, though, so if you're not interested in PvE, totally fine. Sorry, if you're not interested in PvP, totally fine. Most of the game is PvE anyways. But if you do want to engage with the PvP content, this is the zone that you would do so. Currently, I'm trying to figure out what's good and what's not. I'm getting some really trash builds tonight. Or not builds, but trash drops, so... Just gonna pick up what I've got and
Now detecting contaminated
move
gear.
on. But even when you scrap stuff like this, at the very least you're gonna get... even when you scrap stuff, at the very least you're going to get currency that you can use to buy stuff that you're actually going to use. So, yeah. It might seem like a pointless grind for me to keep, like, dismantling everything, but the reality is that you dismantle it with the option of gaining Darktide resource, which you can use to buy things. So, overall, pretty good. And the nice thing about being in a group, especially when it comes to Dark Zone stuff, the general unspoken playstyle is to simply go from place to place. Find enemies to kill, and then once everybody's ready, if you want to extract, you just say extract. But Izzy says, he from higher poison level, more damage you... What? From higher poison level, more damage you take, by the way. Oh! Ah, yes. Kind of forgot about that. The other... The thing... So... Let me tell you.
Contaminated gear detected.
Let me keep you up to date on the Division 2 stuff, Brave. So... people actually hate this event. Well, it's kind of a mixed bag. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I personally think it's awesome. And don't get me wrong, there's things wrong with it. But I think that the pros heavily outweigh the cons. The main con that pretty much the only con I can think of personally, is that I'm not a big fan of this contamination meter, which is what Izzy was talking about a moment ago. So the contamination builds up over time. You can see at the upper left. At the upper left, right next to my my map, there's like a green bar. So the green bar represents like toxicity level. You basically get debuffed the longer you stay in here with a maximum of like 500, basically.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Maximum level of 500. It doesn't get any further than that, but it is kind of annoying because it does mean that you have to like exit the dark zone to like enter a safe area over and over again, which is a little silly because it's like, you know, why do I want to keep exiting out of the game mode that I'm playing, you know? Or taking a break from something that I'm having fun with? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's just the way it's organized. Brave says, what? I don't really want to know too much about D2. Don't pull me in. Get pulled in, Brave. Get pulled in. Get pulled in. Trust me, trust me. It might look like nonsense, but it's the same thing with oxygen not included, you know? It's like the game kind of looks like nonsense until you play it. And then a lot of what's happening, actually, it makes a lot of sense. And it's really satisfying, too. Just imagine being on a constant grind of getting things. All you do in this game is get stuff. You just get stuff, and more stuff. Over and over and over and over again. That is the whole game. And it is awesome. Also, I need to stop looking like a cosplayer. I need to look like an actual soldier, preferably. Well, we'll look like this for now. Oh, hold on. Anywho, the nice thing about playing in a group, though, is that when you play in a group, all kills that are made are considered made by you. So if Izzy here were to shoot an enemy and kill them, they would I would get the same amount of experience as if I killed them myself. So I'll save zone for meds. Here. Wait. Well, I know there is a safe zone, but I'll just follow them. I think Izzy is a kind of high level too. Gotta double check that. But I think Izzy's really high level. Is there a way to inspect? Yeah, Izzy's like level 697. So Izzy would know better than I. But Era says I can't find a really good gun I had last time. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the drops. The drops are kind of whatever. And I guess that's kind of the upside of playing PvP, is that you can kill other people to take their stuff. You know, you don't have to look for good stuff. You just have to kill someone that has good stuff. But ultimately, I don't know. Like as a group of 4, I think we could do it. But if I'm playing the Dark Zone by myself, I don't think I could. I don't meta enough. Like, I do like my build, though, don't get me wrong. I like my current build, it's just my current build is not going to stand up to meta stuff. So.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Anyways. But Brave says, I don't think, I don't think that's a good comparison with Oni. Well, is it? Is it not, though? Well, I guess my thought is that, well, actually, maybe you're right. I don't know. There's a few games that I refuse to play on stream because I don't think they make good stream games. Or, sorry, I think they make good stream games, but I think they're hard to watch if you don't know what the game is, like how it operates to begin with. Like, Oni is, like, kind of on the brink where it's like, you can kind of get it if you stare at it long enough, but when you, like, first start it, it's kind of... When you first look at an Oxygen Not Included stream, and you never played it before, it's like looking at nonsense. But if you have played it before, then it's pretty easy to understand. So it's kind of the same. Or sorry, that's kind of the concept that I try to avoid, generally speaking, but I think that since we played Oxygen Not Included on the stream for so long, I'm not too worried about streaming it, but games like Total War Warhammer, it's kind of nonsense if you don't know what is happening at any given moment, which is the reason why I only streamed that like one time, and then I didn't go back. Total War Warhammer 40k, I have plans to stream that though, but Total War Warhammer 1, I'm kind of like, it kind of depends on what it is.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Now detecting contaminated gear.
But the other nice thing I like about this game is being able to just play with you guys is kind of nice. As something of a community stream. Community stream light, I guess you could say. So, pretty nice.
Landmark cleared.
It is pretty nice to run around with Error and Cat on a Friday. Today it is Error and an Izzy, and Izzy's friend. On a Friday. Pretty nice as well. Very nice, very nice. I wish you could go higher than 4, though. 4 people on a squad. Having, like, I don't know, a cap of, like, 10 would be good. That would kind of turn into nonsense, but would be nice. But Era says, I definitely look forward to a Division 2 game. Thank you, Era. I, too, look forward to playing with you. It is quite nice, I must say. it is a quite nice stream to round off my my week. So, but dude, I made a huge mistake today, guys. I'm just gonna tell you about it. So, hold on. Let's take care of these hunters first. You know, I'm actually, on a side note, I'm really surprised to see Izzy. Because I remember Izzy, oh, damn. I remember Izzy was kind of avoiding the game for a while. I think Izzy wasn't a big fan of the current season or something like that, so Izzy kind of tapped out. Kind of surprising to see Izzy tonight. I was also kind of surprised because I was actually thinking about Izzy the other day, and I was like, wow, you know, me and Izzy talked about Dark Tide. I only played Dark Tide with him like one time. I think. One time. Anyways, I mean, I haven't been streaming it a lot, so I'm not blaming Izzy by any means. That's definitely on me, but it's like, damn. Or 4 off days. Anyways, dude, I'll tell you guys a story in just a second. I made a huge mistake today, dude. Hold on. Oh, we have a lot of time to put stuff on there. Okay. We should be good. So, I can't give you guys a whole lot of detail about the story, but the gist of it is that there's a guy at work that got me sick. You know my current cough? So my current cough is from that guy. So he showed up to work sick. It got me sick. And I've had the cough ever since. It's been like 2 or 3 months at this point. And this is important for context, right? So today he walks like, so he called off sick the other day, right? And he showed back up to work. So in my mind, I thought to myself, like, okay, well, he must still be sick because he didn't take a whole lot of time off. He must still be sick. So when he walked into my cubicle, oh, Izzy says, go to map and look on right. It tells you the nerfs. Thank you. Oh, damn. When taking damage, 50% disoriented. That generation movement speed. Damage taken. Damn. Okay. Let me see. I'll have to hop into a safe zone every once in a while. Thanks, Izzy. So that guy, he came by my cubicle, right? And I was under the impression he was still sick. So I was like, I said something to the, like, jokingly, I said something to the effect of, like, oh, yep, here he comes again to get me sick for a second time. Dude. So it turns out that, well, he wasn't sick. The reason he took time off was because I guess he was having, like, a meal with somebody. Like, he was, like, eating dinner with, like, a friend of his, and his friend straight up died, like, during the meal. Like, his friend just died. And that's the reason why he was, like, he was sick. And I was like, and Mom, he was explaining this to me, and in my mind, I'm like, dude. Like, I was just joking about, like, oh, he's coming here to get me sick again. And he's like, no, my friend died when we were having a meal together, and I was
Landmark cleared.
oh no, no, oh. Anyways, yeah, that's the whole story. I made a huge mistake today, dude. I'm not joking. I'm not making that up. That's literally what happened today. I was so baffled. It's like, okay, well, cool. Now I feel like a fool. Very interesting how quickly that happened. That I feel so silly. But damn, that's rough, man. Genuinely rough. I mean, if that happened to me, I'm out for a few days. I'm not out for like, you know, a day and then I come back to work. I'm out for like the week at least. I think if I was just like having a meal and someone just died in front of me, I'm pretty sure that I'd be out for at least a week. At least. Like, I'd probably be bedridden for a while. Like, I'm not coming back to work for a bit, dude. That would not. I wouldn't just walk that off, you know. But Era says, what? Sounds like a comedy show dialogue. Dude. You'd think, and you know what, out of context, it's like, yeah, it sounds like a comedy show, but this, like, my coworker looked like he was, like, about to cry when he was telling the story, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this one's too real, I think. There's a small chance that he would have been like, haha, kidding, but yeah, that he wasn't kidding. That was real. That happened. So, yep. Anyways, so that's my story. So I started the stream talking about how I feel like I should talk about IRL stuff more because I feel like I don't talk about a lot of IRL stuff lately. So there's your IRL. There's your dose of IRL. I hope it fills you with the warm fuzzies or something. I don't know. But, yep. Yepers! I'm trying to think of what else happened at work. There's not like a lot of... Work has been kind of mellow lately. Oh, yeah, so I was on,
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I was, chatting with Appy yesterday. So Appy... Okay, so, for those of you that don't know the me and Appy lore, me and Appy are friends slash coworkers. Coworkers that have become friends, but anyways. We used to work together. We don't work together anymore because I switched jobs. But, we used to work together back in the day. So, one of the... Actually, I can just throw this. I got you. So, one of the reasons I had quit originally was because my boss was kind of driving me nuts. So, my boss used to do this thing, right? Where, if you're struggling with, like, a task, and you don't know, like, how to code something, he would tell you to just, like, if you go to him for help, he'll just tell you to keep looking at it. And the reason he says that is because he doesn't... It's a mix of he doesn't know how to do it, but he expects you to know, despite him being the senior engineer. He expects you to know. And he also doesn't know himself. And even... There are times when he will, like, take care of something himself. Like, he can do it, but even if he does, like, know how to do it, he also can't articulate to you how it works. So you're always just stuck in a spot where he's just generally not helpful. And he... a lot of what he used to do is he would assign the lull... Oh, welcome back to Starfleet. How are you? Welcome in. I'm talking about my old boss, but welcome in. You haven't played the Division 2 in a long time. I highly recommend it. Check this out. We're in a PvE Dark Zone. But, if you want to join, just let me know, Starfleet. The night is open invite. Welcome in.
Now detecting contaminated
But, my boss, he one of the things he used to do that also kind of pissed me off was that he used to when there's not a lot of tasks, like I mean, you need to do something. I understand that much, you know, but he would do this thing where he assigns research tasks for you to learn something that he doesn't know, and then you have to become the leading expert in that thing because he's going to ask you a million questions about it, right? Okay, for the record, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Anyways, but yeah, he expects you to be the leading expert in it, right? And so you're required to give a presentation, and he's going to ask you a million questions like you are the expert, despite you only having a week's worth of research in a topic you've never even heard about in the week prior, right? Anyways, so I hear through the grapevine that my old... Actually, let me turn on the light here. Late. Go. Anyway, so my old boss, I quit, and everybody else, like, in the team I was on, they all quit. Like, within, like, a year after I left, they all left. So I hear through the grapevine that my old boss is now the boss of, like, other teams, and I've heard that they all hate him, so much so that, like, the nicest guy at the company supposedly said, like, oh, I understand why Taku left now. Like, I understand why Taku quit. I get it now. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, this is the validation I needed. This is the validation I needed. Everybody there understands why I left. So, anyways, I mean, that wasn't the only reason. I also left for, like, family. I missed my family and whatnot, but my old boss certainly didn't help the situation. Brave says, well, at work, two guys next to me are kind of sick all the time, too. I kind of have this anger. Could you just stop being sick? First guy coughing all morning, and the other has a runny nose all the time, but always prefers to crank the AC to the max. Maybe it's the AC that's causing the problem, you know? Maybe it's just the AC. Know what I mean? But I don't know where I'm going. I guess I'll go this way. But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys... I'm going to ask you guys. This is a question for the class. I don't know how to word this question, though. Well, let me give you a preface before I give you the question, then. I feel that a lot of the old thinking was that even if you're sick, you should show up to work because it reflects well on you and shows your dedication to your job, right? That's the old way of thinking. The new way of thinking is more like, you're sick, go home. Right? Because being there, you're going to get everybody else sick. So I guess my question is, do you align more with the old methodology or the new methodology? Or, not methodology. The new way of thinking. Do you agree more with, like, that it's better for you to come into work even when you're sick? Or would you say that it's better to just stay home? I think what makes it hard to, like, I'm kind of in the middle where I feel that my
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
my boss is totally fine with me just going home if I'm actually unwell, but I do think that when I am sick, I do think that, like, going in sick is a good idea because it reflects well on you to be so dedicated to your job. But when I see other people sick, I'm like, dude, get out, go home. You're gonna get me sick, you know? So, I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I'm not really sure what to think about it. A part of me is like, I get it. I get both sides. Like, but I don't know. I think the ideal version of me doesn't care whether or not, or the ideal version of me doesn't care what other people think about me calling in sick, so that I can call in sick without the pressure of feeling like I'm gonna be judged or thought of as a slacker, you know. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But Error says, stay home, dude. Don't be like that. No need to tough it out. And that's... Exactly. Exactly. But there I am at work, feeling terrible. And that's kind of the weird thing this past week, is that I've woken up just like... I do not feel well. And not to say that I feel sick, but like... Sometimes I stay up, or... I either stay up a little later than I intended to, and I just don't feel that great in the morning, or I feel kind of woozy, I guess, but
Incoming cargo plane with dark zone drop.
I go into work anyway, and to an extent, like,
Contaminated gear.
I go in with the idea that I'm gonna walk it off. What? Absolute overkill. I go in with the idea that I'm gonna walk it off, and I usually do, but I feel like the real carer of my health within me would probably be more inclined towards staying home. But Brave says, I think I'm at the older one. Just remember to wear a mask and the sickness just not that bad. Well... And I guess you do have a point there, too. I mean, if you wear a mask, it's, you know, a little less harder to get everybody sick. But Farf says, there's also the fact that some people can't afford to miss days at work, TBH. And that's also another valid concern. Thank you for your input, by the way. Thank you, thank you. That is another valid concern. But... I don't know. I guess my old... Okay, so there was a time in my old job. My old job, I could only stack like a few sick days. And it caps out. And any sick days you earn after that point, like, you can't really do anything with. Ever no! Damn it, I just threw it. My bad, Error. Oh! That might kill me. But... I don't know. My old job was kind of annoying in that I couldn't exactly stack a whole lot of sick days. So, I don't remember where I was going with that. I was gonna say something. I don't remember. Lost my train of thought. But I do remember what I was like going to say, but I don't remember how I was gonna connect it. Anyways, I'll just say what I was gonna say. I remember one time,
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
my old boss was, so I had a headache, and
Now detecting contaminated gear.
I didn't really want to work that day. If I'm being completely honest, I did not want to work that day. However, I also had a headache, and I also had maxed out on my sick days, so I wasn't going to accrue any more sick days. So I thought to myself, I'll just say I'm sick today. The problem with me is that I have a hard time... I don't really agree with lying. I don't like to lie. Like, maybe phrasing the truth in such a way that... how do I put it? Phrasing the truth in such a way that is technically correct, I'm fine with. You know, like, you know that scene where Pinocchio and Shrek is... In the Shrek movie, Pinocchio's getting interrogated about where Shrek is, and Pinocchio is like, well, I'm not really sure that I can say, like, where he isn't, or something like that. That I'm kind of okay with, but, like, flat-out lying, I'm not really, like, a big fan of. But anyways, so... I had a headache, and I knew that if I were to simply take an Excedrin, I could just come to work. But at the time, I was like, well, I'm maxed out on sick days. I don't really feel like working today, and I have a headache, so I'm not gonna bother. So I was like, I told my boss, I'm gonna call in sick today. And he was like, he said something to the effect of like, why? What's wrong? And I was like, I have a headache. And he was like, you have a headache? And I was like, yeah. Never mind, I guess I'm working. And I don't remember if I did work that day or not. I think I did ultimately end up working, but... anyways, I don't know where I was going with that story. But I will say, though, that it's pretty silly to... I feel like you shouldn't be asking your employees what's wrong. Just, if they want to take sick, just let them take sick, you know? Anyways. But Brave says, I was hoping you're about to say Pinocchio wearing girls' underwear to grab the jail keys. No, not like that. Not like that. That was just Pinocchio flat out lying, but I know what scene you're talking about. I mean, I don't know, like, generally speaking, I don't feel good about, like, straight up lying. If there are, like, lying adjacent things that I am okay with, but generally speaking, straight up lying, I'm not a big fan of. If it's like the case where, like, I have a headache and it's kind of like a bit of a stretch to say that, like, I'm sick despite it only being a headache, that's kind of like, I feel some kind of way about it, but I'm, like, mostly kind of okay with it. But I don't know, flat out saying, like, I'm sick but I'm not, that I'm not really a big fan of. And I mean, everybody's different. I'm not saying that, like, if you do that there's something wrong with it. I really don't. If someone's, like, calls out sick and they're not actually sick, I honestly don't care. But you understand. The other thing I'm okay with is if how do I put it? If you're guessing something and you're just flat out wrong, and I don't correct you that you're wrong, then I'm fine with that. That, I think, of all the things that are, like, lying adjacent, I think that's the one I'm the most okay with. Like, if you were like, Taku's favorite color is red, but the reality is that it's blue, I'm fine with, like, not correcting you. If you want to believe that, then that's fine. I'm just not going to correct it. But I think of all the lying adjacent things, that's the one I'm the most okay with. If you believe something that's not true, I'm not going to correct it. Hold on. Get rid of that bot. But Brave says, I don't agree with you there. When you call in sick, the boss should at least know the reason. Well, to an extent, I guess. to an extent, because it kind of depends.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Damn it.
Agent out of action.
It's kind of like, it's, to me it's something of like a trust thing, I guess. I mean, if you're just calling out sick and, you know, you're not actually sick, then I guess you're just lying at that point. But like I don't know how to phrase it.
Incoming hostiles detected.
It's kind of like asking for validation of something that is a statement in itself, I guess. Because in a way, I'm kind of like, saying you're sick is kind of like generally the end of it, I feel. I mean, if you're like curious, then I guess it's fine, but like it's kind of like validating a statement rather than just trusting the statement itself, I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But Brave says, I am sick, trust. Exactly! I'm sick, don't question it. Don't question. If I say I'm sick, I'm sick. How am I sick?
Dark zone drop expired.
Don't worry about that. I'm sick.
Detonated gear.
You know, the longer... Okay, I will admit that the longer I'm talking about it, the more ridiculous I sound. I will admit that much. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it does seem a little silly, but...
Serious trauma detected.
anyways.
Hostile patrol detected.
Now that I'm saying things out
Contaminated
loud,
gear.
it might seem a little, well, silly. But welcome to Alistor. Alistor says, are we shooting things? Are we shooting the things and taking of the names? Yes, we are. Welcome in. How are you, Mr. Store? Welcome in. We are joined tonight in-game by Ever, Izzy, and Izzy's friend back there, the dot. So, we're just kind of going through the dark zone and getting some good loot drops, shooting some enemy NPCs, and you know, living the dream really. The Alistor says good, and also says, hey, Ever, Izzy, and friend. Ever, Izzy, and friend. Yes, yes, yes. Currently, we're talking about sick leave, I guess. I guess the question,
Detected. Nearby location.
the current question is, do you think that
Exiting dark zone.
it should be a requirement that you tell your boss, like, in what way you're sick? Or is I'm sick a full and complete statement that needs no explanation? Because I kind of side with I'm sick being a full and complete explanation that doesn't need any further questioning. Which, the longer I try to explain my side, the more ridiculous I feel like I sound.
An agent needs assistance.
But Brave is on the side of, like, you should at least tell your boss why you're sick. So, it's kind of... I can see it both ways. But Alistor says, like, sick... Yeah, if in this hypothetical, sick leave is separate from PTO. Like, let's say you have a job where your sick leave is separate from... Let's say that your sick leave is bundled together and your vacation / PTO is bundled together. Like, they're fully separate things. Should I'm sick be considered a full statement that needs no explanation? But Alistor says yes and no, and Brave also says hello to Alistor.
Hostile under Firefly.
Error says I have PTO and sick leave is together, so technically I don't have sick pay. That's Error, I'm not gonna lie. That's rough, Chief. That's so rough. But see, if my... Hear me out, though. If my, like, PTO was bundled with my sick, I would 1000% be showing up to work throwing up. Like, I will not leave unless I'm, like, told that it's not taking out my PTO. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay there. I will gladly puke up, like... I will gladly puke for, like, 8 straight hours in the toilet. As long as it didn't, like, drain my PTO. I would gladly show up violently ill and have them call, like, the ambulance before I waste any of my PTO. I will be the reason why they changed their rules to make sure that PTO is separate from... Damn, what the hell? I'll be the reason why they changed their rules to make sure that PTO is separate from sick time. Oh, but Brave says I'm about to grab something to eat. Sorry, I read that a little late. But already, Brave. Hope you enjoy your meal. Hope you enjoy your meal, Mr. Brave. But Alistor says, if you are a habitual call-in sick... oh, hold on. Actually, I'll read that in a second. Hold on. I should probably lock it real quick. At least until the hunters are dead. The hunters are going to kill me. Ah! Damn.
System restored.
Anyways, Alistor says, if you are a habitual call-in sick person and use it as an excuse, I think an employer should be like, hey, look, you have called in a lot for being sick. I want to make sure you're okay, or then request a doctor's note. But that's if PTO is separate from sick leave. If you have sick leave available through your work, I'm sick is a full sentence. I have never actually worked somewhere that has separate sick and PTO. I see. Nice. And it's cool. I know it's long and you were dying. No, it's all good. But yeah, I mean, I guess I will say that I think the reason I'm more inclined towards, I think the reason why I'm more inclined to say that I'm sick is generally a full sentence is because I do not really care whether or not someone uses sick, like, as free time, I guess. If that makes sense. If somebody says they're sick and they're not actually sick, I don't care. And I think probably the reason I'm more of an advocate for I'm sick is a full sentence. But, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends job to job. Because some jobs, like, if you don't show up to work, your coworkers are going to suffer, you know, in your absence. But, I guess, a lot of the jobs I've worked lately are kind of like, it might be a little bit harder on your coworkers, but it's not going to be like suffering, you know. And when people call in sick, I don't really care if it's on my team, you know. But, or especially with my old job, where everything is like not really that time sensitive. Or, sorry, things are time sensitive, but it's not so much that you. What? You want? I guess we're calling another? Alistor says, but that also comes from being a staffing coordinator for a nursing home. So call-ins are hard to fill last minute versus a corporate job that if you're there or not, no one's going to die. Yeah. I guess, yeah, it does depend a lot on job. If it was nursing home, like, yeah, you kind of have to staff. That is... You can't really afford to have people calling out sick recreation in a case like that. Alistor says, shoot, the military, we didn't have sick leave. And if you called in, you had to go to the doctor. Dang. That is rough, Chief. Also, I'm pretty sure that calling the helicopter this time has killed us. We've only got one guy left. I'm pretty sure we're not... I don't even know where he is. I think he's in the back somewhere. Oh wait, no, he's over there. I'm running out of time to be alive. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Damn. Rip.
Agent vital signs 0.
Massive RIP.
Enemy patrol detected.
Anyways. Different philosophies.
Safe area detected. Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
Trying to think of what else. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of... I don't know. I'm trying to think of why I think this way. Maybe it's just that, like... Honestly... Well... I don't know. To me, work is, like... Work is important in that I need to get paid, but it's not my life's companion, I guess. Which is also kind of another thing. To me, work is not, like, super important to me. It's important to the extent that I need to get paid to survive, you know, but outside of that, I don't. I'm not, like, super invested, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Hilo is returning to base.
Ah, shoot. I didn't even get to extract my stuff. Damn it. But Alistor says, I've never worked a corporate job, so I feel like calling in really shouldn't be a big deal. And if you're a decent worker who always has things done on time. Oh, one more. Oh. I can't call it yet. I don't know how to call. Oh, there we go. If you're a decent worker who always has things done on time or keeps your boss informed about things being delayed, I don't think it should matter. But I've never worked there. I would also rather someone call, though, than just no call, no show. Yeah. I guess in my mind, work is secondary to life. In my opinion, it depends job to job. Like, there are some jobs that are just essential. Like if you work as like a paramedic or something, it's like you kind of need to be there. But if it's like corporate job, just doing paperwork, I honestly don't think it matters. Work should, in my opinion, work should always be separate, secondary to life. I don't think that work should ever be that important. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you like your job, that's fine. But ouch. But you understand. I don't even know what just hit me.
Extracting cargo.
Dude, my nose... I don't know what's getting my nose so itchy, but my nose really itches. Like, not the inside, like the skin on top of my nose really itches right now. I don't know why. Ah, man. Alistor says, these dang youngsters just don't want to work these days. Back in my day. Yeah. And to an extent that is true for me, at least. Like, I don't want to work.
We are out of here in 60 seconds.
I don't want to work. But, I think without getting into specifics, I've seen people in my life that put their work first, and their work just does not care about them at all.
30 seconds.
And I guess when I see that, it makes me like kind of like I don't want to be that way, giving so much of myself to a corporation or a company that doesn't care, I guess. And in that way, I'm very pro like unionizing, pro workers' rights. If someone wanted to form a union, I am in immediately. There is no considering of like, oh, maybe. No. If someone hands me union paperwork, I'm in.
Hilo was headed back.
But I don't remember where I was going with that. But Alistor says, I think jobs have lost the idea that they don't own their employees. I would much rather never have to work for someone if I could help it, LOL. Actually, one of the things I'm super excited about going back to school is that I could buy a CNC or mill lathe and possibly start my own business using like Etsy or something. It depends on the union. Some of them are just as bad as the poopy owners. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. And I think it might also be like a time thing as well, or like a does it even hold on? Does this even work to get the dark zone like corruption off? I feel like this doesn't work. Like we've been in here a few times, but I don't think anything happens. I feel like I walk back into the dark zone and I'm just as corrupted as when I... Yeah. Oh, sorry. Eris says, dude, look at me. Hold on. Coming back inside. Nice. Nice fit. Nice. Check it out, Alistor. Nice outfit, huh? That's error. Nice, nice. I said that so creepily. Nice, nice. You're looking good too, dude. Thanks, dude. Not really, but I'm looking pretty normal, but looking pretty good. I like the outfit. Error's a girl? Error, are you a girl? But my eyes are dead. They are very full of life. And Error likes the glasses. Thank you, thank you. Pretty much well, I kind of wear these glasses in real life, so it's kind of the reason. But it's also for my character. So yeah. Let me... I need to redo this outfit, man. This outfit's kind of whatever. But Error says, I am a girl, but I get a chuckle out of you calling me sir and Mr. Error. Don't worry, Error. I'll keep your secret. I will... If you would prefer that I call you Mr. Error, we're going to refer to you as Mr. Error. Please never stop. Okay. I should call Error Mr. Error all the time and then throw in just like a she every once in a while. Just to throw everybody off. Ah, Mr. Error. She's back. I think this is my coolest outfit, but even then it's just a Splinter Cell outfit. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the messages, but Alistor says, I'm ready for robots to take over all the jobs and everyone just get paid money to do whatever. It'll turn into Wall-E. Everyone will just turn into Wall-E. Oh! We lost them. We lost one. Wait, where's Izzy? Oh. Izzy's all the way back over there. Nice. But Alistor says, I'll keep it also, the world will never see this. The world will never know that Error is actually a girl. I'm just gonna randomly pronoun flip every once in a while to throw everybody off. Mr. Error, if that's fine with you. But haha, ha. Isn't that big of a secret? I just think it's hilarious. You have better apparel than me for real. Untrue, but I believe you. Izzy says, I'm going Dark Tide. I'm trying to fix my OBS right now. Oh. Alrighty, Mr. Izzy. I think I shall... Actually, not I think. I shall be div 2ing for the stream, but maybe hop on after. Or hop on Dark Tide after stream. Okay. But Alistor says, also, hold on. Wait, does Izzy have an underscore? User Izzy Fries. I'm pretty sure Izzy has an underscore. Yeah, that's the wrong account. I think it's like an underscore at the end. Yeah, there's Izzy. I didn't know Izzy streams. I did not know that. I'm following Izzy now. Izzy says bet and send text. Will do. Okay. Actually, you're right. Let me give. So, there we go. Shout it out, Izzy. Dude, my nose itches, man. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's so damn itchy. Ah, damn it. Oh, Izzy's on YouTube now. What's the... What's the YouTube link? Or a channel name? But Era says, shall we, Taku? Shall we ever? I mean, I'm good to keep playing Div 2. If you're down. But Alistor says, my Discord was up the other day and my wife was sitting next to me playing games too, and my chat with Brave was up. And I was like, we talking about games, I don't know if they're a girl or boy, so... Oh. Sorry. Trying to fix my glasses. There we go. Oh. Sorry. There's like 3 chats going on. My name, I'm starting again. So low subs. Okay. There's so many, yeah, there's so many lore drops tonight. Oh. Low subs, this man says. Brother, what? 150? Low subs, this man says. Brother has 150 subs. That's like 3 times mine. Anyways. Sorry, let me... So, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Anyways, I'll see about joining Izzy later. For the rest of the stream, I want to do Division with Error, as long as Error's down. But Error says let's do it, so back to it, I guess. Let's see. Alistor says, I was like, we're talking about games. I don't know if they're a girl or boy, so don't be mad at me if they're a girl, okay? See,
Incoming dark zone drop.
I had this, like, suspicion that Error might be a girl, but I wasn't 100% sure. Because the only thing that made me think so was, like, girl avatar. But aside from that, I was like, well, I mean, I've made girl avatars in games, you know. So, identifying as a boy myself.
Dark zone drop.
So I was like,
Heals return
not
to
really
base.
conclusive evidence, but I was like, wait a second. Nah, couldn't be. Mr. Error. But, yeah. It seems I was incorrect in that assumption. But Error says, typically I do a guy avatar, but this time was different. Not sure why. Error wanted to be seen. Mr. Error wanted to be known as Miss Error. For once in his life. For once in her life. But Error says, we're just looking at each other and trying not to die. Please do Uncle Taku. About the gender thing. Yeah, that's the one. Thanks, Alistor. That's the one. It's the one with the teddy bear with the cigarette. But Alistor says, now my whole mental image of Taku has to change to fit glasses on him. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so you don't... Okay, so the reason I wear glasses is because my right eye... Let me double check. Yeah, my right eye is, like, lightly blurry. Sorry, not lightly. Well, I guess lightly in the grand scheme of things. Like, when it comes to reading text, I can't really read it with my right eye very well. My left eye is fine. And if I have both eyes open, I can pretty much see in, like, 1080p. But sometimes when it comes to fine details, I can kind of feel like my eyes or my brain kind of straining because... Or very, very lightly straining because I can... My brain kind of, like, takes the good vision from my left eye and applies it to my right eye. So when it comes to fine details, I can see it with both eyes open. But, like, there's a little bit of, like, confusion or strain when I'm, like, doing that. So the reason I wear glasses is specifically because I don't have that strain when I wear my glasses. I can see just fine. So, like, if I'm out there in the world not wearing glasses, I can see totally fine. But when it comes to fine details, there's a little bit of a strain. So generally speaking, I don't wear glasses, but every once in a while, if I'm playing games, I'm wearing glasses. Or just generally, like, lounging around at home, I'll probably be wearing my glasses. But outside of that, I don't wear my glasses. And the reason why my glasses trim on my avatar is golden is because it's golden IRL as well. Not literal gold, but like in terms of color. Anywho. What was I saying? But yeah, I do wear glasses. Error says, it's like Izzy has a YouTube channel, Taco wears glasses, and I'm a girl. Man, there's so many lore drops tonight, man. So many lore drops. And then on top of that, my nose itches. That's not as interesting, but it is true. Alistair says, I know, man, I guess I gotta come up with lore to drop. I mean, in a third-person game, I normally pick a girl because I don't want to stare at a boy's butt the whole game. Now, I wasn't going to say that part out loud, but that is also kind of my... that is also kind of my rationale for it as well. Because I'm like... Would I, being interested in women, would I like to stare at a grizzly man for most of my playthrough, or would I like to stare at a beautiful woman? And that's also a good part of the reason why I'm more inclined to pick or why I can be inclined to pick a girl avatar. This is gonna kill me. Yep.
Agent down.
Well, Alistor says, you just did the 3 L's with your fingers, didn't you? The 3 L's.
Agent deceased.
The only thing I can think of is the whatever major loser thing from Camp Rock. The only thing I can think of. Damn it, I can't believe that killed me. The L's? What L? But Farf says, I know an egg when I hear one. An egg? Endearingly? Said? I hope?
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
I don't know too much about that to comment on it. But Alistor says, I get that. I have a super light prescription with blue lens filters. If I am working on the PC often, I get a headache is when I'm done wearing them. And Farf says, common term for a transgender person who has not yet come to terms with themselves. I think, yeah, that's the way I've seen it used.
Hostile patrol detected.
But usually when I see it used, it's used endearingly rather than insultingly. So that's the way I'm going to interpret it. But Alistor says, for left hand, where you make L's with your hands to know which one's left or right, because it doesn't make the L correctly. I like how error lags, like, right on screen. Error gets in full frame, starts to lag. But the reason I know what that term is because I'm a frequenter of Reddit, and there's a subreddit called Egg IRL, which is used endearingly within that community as opposed to an insult. Anyways, but that is a bit of a more sensitive topic that I'd rather not address. That topic can be a little touchy, so I'm not going to comment much on that. I will comment to say that I support transgender rights. But we'll leave it at that. I don't want to address sensitive topics. A little too heavy. But Alistor says, never heard that before. I'm not hip with the lingo these days. Error says, gotta do that too, Alistor. Oh! Captain Buzzkill. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know where my audio is, but thank you for the raid. How are you? Welcome in. Oh, so tonight is Open Invite Division 2. If you are interested, tell me your username, let me know. I recently learned how to invite people from chat. Using the chat function. So if you want in, just let us know. We are currently playing the PvE Dark Zone and just grinding through it, so definitely let me know. But Alistor says, my 4-year-old knows his left and right better than my 12-year-old. Dude, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't learn my left and right until I was in, like, middle school. I'm painfully ignorant. Same thing with tying my shoes. I didn't, like, actually learn until, like, around middle school, I think. I can tie them super fast now, but it's not really much of a brag because I'm an adult, so, you know. Nobody's gonna brag about a 20-something-year-old knowing how to tie shoes, but anyways. Eric's still doing the finger thing. But Farf says, fair enough. Only reason I'm hip with the lingo is because I'm trans myself. Ah. I see. Yes, and I support it. Just to be clear. To leave no ambiguity, I support it. But Alistor says, I do the L thing if I'm driving and the person says turn left up here. Okay. I only remember because I'm right-handed, so that's kind of what I reference. But, understandable. Welcome into Mochi. How are you, Mochi? Welcome in. Captain Buzzkill says, are you grinding up your proficiency? I'm gonna keep it honest with you, Chief. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I grinding my proficiency? Yeah, yes. Whatever makes me look better, that's the answer I'll go with. So, yes, I guess. Sure. Yes, I'm working on my proficiency. Certainly not anything else. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Mochi says, I'm tired, man. LOL, tired, man. I'm talking. Got him. So the real reason why I played the Division 2 so much is, it's because, well, for one thing, I like a casual game where I can just show up, fight some things with guns, and call it a night. That's half of it, and the other half, well, okay, so that's like a third of it. The other third of it is that I like working towards some things, and the Division 2 has a lot of things to work towards, which I really appreciate. And the other third of it is that I like playing games with you guys, so Fridays lately have been dedicated to Division 2. So I've been doing Division 2 streams on Fridays with the intention of using that time to play with you guys. So that's why we're here. That's the goal. That's the goal. But Error says, I am ambidextrous, so I'm screwed either way. Yes. I wish I could be ambidextrous. That'd be so cool. But I don't know, man. Oh, another player. Nice. I feel like we've been playing so much PvE Dark Zone, and we've seen like nobody aside from the people in our squad lately. Very strange. Is this mine? It is mine. Crazy.
Retrieving contaminated gear.
Anyways. Alisor says, I think my son is, or he will be left-handed. Classic. And Alisor says, he has never preferred one hand over the other, and he is super good at throwing toy balls left-handed, but mostly uses his right hand for eating. I see. I think ambidextrous would definitely be the best of both worlds. And I think... No, I don't really know how it works, but I imagine that it would be good in the long run. I don't know. What do you think, Error? Is being ambidextrous good in the long run? And Captain Buzzkill says, you'll be working up to a lot. Yes. And it's kind of a good thing. Honestly, I like the grind. I think the only hard part that I have about the Division 2 is that it's not super clear how to, like, I mean, you can watch YouTube videos to understand like what you need to work on and how to work on it, but it can be a little like ambiguous about like how to do stuff. Like okay, so you can see the inventory, right? So I mean, you already know this, but like I didn't realize that perfect roles for core attributes and attributes are signified by, well, you can see my mouse, but are signified by these little like orange markers. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could easily find it. I thought you had to like look at the side menu to find it. So I've been looking at the side menu. Also, sorry, I didn't give you a shout out. There you go. Thank you again for the raid, by the way. Thank you. Gotta check out your stuff. But yeah, I do like the working up the stuff. I think it is a little... Ah, shoot, I need to visit my stash. I can't extract. But it can be a little ambiguous about what you're working on and how to get there. But, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I think as long as you're, like, running around shooting things, you'll get somewhere eventually, you know? So, kind of the fun I've been having. But being able to play with you guys is, like, definitely, as you can see, Error back here. But yeah, being able to play with you guys is definitely a major highlight for me personally. But Starfleet says, over on the YouTube side, I used to play Division 1 with my friends, completed the story, and 2, we got like halfway to the game before we just dropped it for whatever reason. Honestly, my personal opinion is that the Division 2 it's good, but it doesn't get great until the end game. I think the end game is a top tier end game. But everything leading up to that is kind of whatever, if I may be so bold. Everything leading up to it, it's kind of whatever. Like, it wasn't bad by any means. It just wasn't, like, amazing. It was just fun. When you get to the end game, I feel like that's when the game really opens up and gives you a lot more to work on and work with. And that makes the game a lot better. In my humble opinion. Sorry, I'm a little behind at the moment. Just a second, let me deconstruct real quick and I'll catch up on chats. My nose is still super itchy. Okay. Alistair says both sides of his family have left-handed people, and he definitely inherited blonde hair, blue eyes from both sides. And being left-handed is horrible. I'm not, but I have a few family members. Like, all the kitchen stuff is made for right-handed people. Coffee cups made with artwork facing outward when held right-handed. I see. And isn't it like when you write with your left hand and you write left to right, doesn't like all the ink or the like pencil shavings get all over your hand? All the lead? Mochi says, I write with my left but do everything else with my right. What? Era says, left-handed is unique. It makes you super neat, Alistor. So true. Alistor says, do you have beautiful handwriting? Everyone I have ever met left-handed has beautiful handwriting. Well, Captain says, there's a lot to get used to. Well, Shade level 1000 plus will open up the game even more for you. Really? I mean, I guess my worry is that by getting that high to level 1000, I thought that it would there would be less to work on. But maybe more. I don't know. I do like the amount of stuff to work on, though. It really is. It really is nice. Alistor says, but I'm right-handed. Lore Drop Air says Alistor's not super neat. Lore Drop, Air Restoring Shade. Oh, Air says I'm out of ammo, though. Shoot. Let's see if we can find you some ammo. Let's take a look. You know, I'm pretty sure that at the extraction I saw one. I don't know if it's still there, but we can take a look. We'll just have to be sneaky. Also, Mochi, you should get this game. $7.50 on sale. You could join in. But Mochi says, my handwriting is so bad. A 7th grade substitute teacher said the boys have better handwriting than me. Damn. She was comparing it to the guy who had really nice handwriting. Oh, I have beautiful cursive. Being able to write cursive is amazing in itself. Well, when I went to school back when they made you learn it. I learned it back in elementary school, and then I never learned it again. And it's cool, but like I can kind of write, like I can write my signature in cursive, but outside of that, like I can kind of, like I can read it. I can write it questionably correctly. I don't know if it's 100%, but it's questionably correctly. I think it's cool, though. It is a cool lost art, if you will. But Error says, I thought you were left-handed. You're cool for different reasons, dude. Oh. So wholesome. Captain says, you will be able to do harder difficulty content and upgrade your gear beyond rank 10, which will give you more armor value and more damage. You can what? Really? How do you do that? I don't know you could do that. I thought 10 was the max. Or like, rank 10 referring to proficiency level, right? Also, I feel bad. I just left Error in the dust. Sorry. Hold on. I'm here. Don't worry. I think the ammo's over here, though. I could have sworn I saw one, like, up against the building over here. Oh, no. Rank 30. Rank 30. You mean the proficiency level? Something? Here it is, by the way. This is what I was talking about. Oh, my inventory's full, but... Well, there it is. Yes, sure. Yes, sure. Let's see. What am I right now? Progression? No. Sorry. Expertise. Expertise level 9. I don't know if that means anything to you, but... Currently expertise level 9. This is what my library looks like. Body armor and backpacks are looking good. This is the other thing I'm trying to fill out. The library. I'm, like, kind of working on it, but... But you're welcome, Error. Error says, nah, I was looking in my inventory and you went on your way, so I was just trying to catch up. Sorry. I'm just mindlessly grinding. Ah, dude. I wish that... I don't want to, like, get up to wash my nose, but, like... I think there's something, like, I'm allergic to on my nose. I get this way when I eat sunflower seeds. Like, there's something inside of sunflower seeds that makes the skin on top of my nose itch. So... I don't know. I think whatever that is might be on my nose right now. Because my nose is itchy. It's not even the inside, it's the outside. I don't know what it is. Maybe like something gets in like my nose pores or something. I don't know. Anyways. Captain says, once you level yourself to level 30, you can prototype your gear, which will also give you higher value damage and armor. Yeah, I've been collecting prototype cores every once in a while, but I haven't really, like, figured out how to use them. Oh, it's those two guys again. Excellent. I'm here to get XP for your kills. Oh, sweet.
Contaminated gear.
For gear. Oh, shoot, I can't even pick it up. I'm going to keep stuff that has perfect rules, though. But Alistor says, do you have a preferred pen to write with, or am I weird? Super weird. No. You're fine. I don't have a preferred pen, necessarily. I generally have, like... certain, like... I don't know. If I had, like, 5 pens in front of me, I would have a preference. But I don't have a strong enough preference that I'm going to seek out a specific writing utensil. I'm always going to use the closest one, unless I have several in front of me, in which case I do have a preference. If that makes sense. But it's so rare nowadays that I have to actually write anything. Like, when I do write, I've noticed that my penmanship is really bad now. Not to say that it was great before, but, like, at least in college, I could write really quick. Nowadays, it's like, I can barely write, man. It's really hard to, like, actually... It's hard to write, and then on top of that, it's hard to make it legible enough that I can read it later. You know? Before it was fine, but nowadays, it's like... Captain says the prototype cores you'll need to level up and convert regular gear to prototype. The other reason I've been, like, kind of avoiding prototype is because I hear it's kind of, like, random and not... Like, the Division community generally doesn't like it because what you get is really random or something like that. Like, it's not really super clear what you're gonna get. You just have to roll and just hope you get a good one. And that, generally speaking, prototype gear is better than non-prototype gear, but it has that randomness to it or something. Ow. Dude, I'm gonna, like, rub my nose off at this point. Or scratch my nose off. Error says, I have a favorite. Don't touch my pens. Haha. You have pens? haven't really... Oh, sorry, Error. I haven't had pens since... Or... Well, I mean, I guess I have some in the office, but... Not really my own pens. I'm just kind of handed a free pen every once in a while. Not to say I'm stealing other people's pens, but... I get a... You know...
Incoming hostiles detected.
A random office giveaway merch every once in a while. But... Oh, hold on. Poor Error's lagging. Shoot. Damn. It's alright. I can get myself up one time. But only once. Oh, we gotta reload. No. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh. Okay, well. That did not work out like I expected. Alistair says, Pilot G2 0.5 gel ultrafine tip. It helps with my handwriting. My mom only lets me buy 0.5. Okay, well, to be fair, it is optimal size. Dude. I don't know why 0.5 isn't standard. I feel like that really should be, like, the only, like, pencil lead size to exist. Anything, like, weird, like 0.3 or 0.7, it's just... 0.5 needs to be, like, universal. The only one. You know? It's kind of like chargers. Like, USB-C should be the standard. USB-C or A. None of this, like, B crap or whatever. I need A or C. That needs to be standard. Don't care what the purpose is for. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Damn it! No! No, I'm good. I think this area that I had us walk into is too strong for us. This area is a little bit too strong for us. Even when I'm in cover and it's like the only thing I'm doing, I'm still taking some pretty serious damage. Got him. Just a second. Ouch. Damn. That took me out.
Agent down.
Welcome into K Scott. How are you, K Scott? Here to lurk with the volume down already. Hope you enjoy your lurk, K Scott. Good to see you again. How are you, if you can still hear me? Welcome in. And Captain says this is true with going back to the prototype stuff. This is true, but well worth the effort. Okay, off to bed, 2:30. Have a great stream. I read that way too late, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, Captain. Thanks for the raid, and thanks for joining us. Thank you, thank you. Cold water to close the pores. The problem is that I don't want to get up. That's the main problem. Could I stop my nose from itching? Yeah. I definitely could. Do I want to get up? No. Do I want to walk to the bathroom? No. Actually, maybe I do. Now the inside of my nose is starting to itch. I could, like, feel it, like, behind my nostril, like, going up into my head. Oh, wow. Thanks, Error. Actual heroes over here. All three. Thank you, Error. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if that'll actually work. Died on your dead body, says Error. Alistair says, too fat to write with. I was school supply shopping. Have you tried one of those ice globes for your face and eyes? Those things feel amazing. What is an ice globe? I haven't heard of that. You're just, what, rubbing, like, a cold press in your eyes? Oh, not ice. Rubbing a cold ice press in your face? Is that what it is? Could it be? Dude. Oh, the other thing? I was starting to get some... Oh, hold on. I was starting to get some allergies toward the end of work. This is gonna kill me, dude. I'm so dead. Oh my... Doc! What are you doing? I don't know about this error. Oh, never mind.
Serious trauma detected. Agent incapacitated.
Alistor says,
Now detecting contaminated
oh.
gear.
Where am I getting... Oh, there we go. What a real one. Okay. Yoink that, nice.
Gear retrieved.
Alistor says, it's like a metal ball on a stick with liquid inside. You freeze it, then after you wash your face with hot water, or get a facial, you rub it over your nose and under your eyes, and it reduces swelling and closes your pores. I see. I see. Do you guys have... This is a question for the class, but do you guys have a skincare routine? Anything along those lines? I've been using my sister's, like, face wash. And that's been clearing up my face lately. But I think a large portion of the problem is because I take hot showers and then... I think it's something like... what was it? You need to drink a lot of water and you need to have, like, cold showers or something like that to kind of close the pores. And I have hot showers and I drink too much sugar, which I think kind of creates breakouts. Alistor says, Error's the MVP, for sure. And Alistor says, I have a beard and face wash. Do you... So, having a beard and all, do you use shampoo? Or no, sorry. Well, you said you have beard wash, but like... I guess the question is, can you use shampoo? Are you supposed to? What happens if you don't use shampoo or beard wash? If you just wash with soap? Like normal body soap. Do you have like adverse reactions to not using special things on beard? Error says I have gouache. I spelled that wrong. I put that in the fridge. What is that? Any skincare experts out there and happen to know what this mysterious device is of Errors? And dude, you want to know some stuff to get for your face? Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm about to get killed by a peon. Damn it! Oh, damn. We gotta get out of here, Error. Let's back up a little. If those two are dying, I think we're not gonna survive standing over there. I thought we'd be okay, but I don't know. I'm going for him. I'll save you. I'll certainly try. No! Damn. And Error died. I might be next. I might be the next to die. See, I'm barely doing any damage to these guys. It's not even alert level 3, it's alert level 2. Oh my! You know, it doesn't really help the situation that I'm using the same type of weapon in both primary slots, so I'm running out of ammo reserve like twice as fast. There you go. Wait. Yeah, I swapped out the right one. Okay. Anyways, Alistor says, I did hundreds of hours of research on facial and skincare products. Sometimes I will use shampoo and conditioner. You can, but it's not as good as beard wash. Okay, okay. What brand would you recommend, I guess, for skincare? What brand is best? Like Neutrogena or something? Mochi says, how much has your sister skincare helped? I have, like, this... It used to be kind of like random breakouts, and now it's all confined to, like, one spot for the most part, like on my cheek. But Oh, Error says, wait, Taco, do you have a bear? Oh, beard? No, I don't have a beard. I can't grow a beard. Like, I literally can't grow a beard. I can grow, like, a goatee. I can't grow a beard, though. It's, like, literally genetically impossible. Like, I can't grow... I can grow, like, a few, like, rogue hairs. Like, 1 or 2 rogue hairs on the side of my neck. But outside of that, like, I can't really grow a beard. Goatees, have you making it back? After the release of Gears of War E-Day, soul patches will be back in style. I'll just grow a soul patch. Wear it to work, see what happens. Yeah, it's just like, it's one spot. It's one spot on my face that still has like a little bit of acne, but for the most part, everything else is kind of cleared up, so. Overall, great success. But not perfect, but definitely better than it was before. So what I was using before, there's like a Neutrogena acne wash that I was using. And it worked a lot better when I like lived in a colder climate for a while, but nowadays it just kind of, my skin gets all dry and cracked, and it doesn't really help me a whole lot, so. I mean, it helps, it's better than nothing, you know, but I think it gets too dry, you know. A little too dry. Farrah says, I did. And Alistor, like that thing? A jade roller? Is that... Is that the thing where... Okay, I don't know too much about this, so tell me if this doesn't exist, but like... I heard of some kind of rolling device that is like a bunch of tiny needles. And what it does is it like... If you have a bunch of acne scars, it's supposed to like... kind of poke at and irritate your skin such that your skin goes into healing mode and kind of like gets rid of the scars over time. Is that a real thing, or is that like fake? Oh, that's a dermal roller. Thank you, Alistor. How is that hygienic though? If you just keep like micro stabbing your skin to get it to heal the acne scars, isn't that like? I imagine that's prone to infection, right? Or is it so, like, microscopic that you wouldn't know? I don't know. But those are cool. My stepdaughter has them. It's a nice feeling. Korean skincare. Oh. Nice. Bioma is amazing for skincare products. They aren't super expensive. They're great for sensitive skin. They aren't super nutrient dense like Drunk Elephant, which is a big brand but can cause breakouts. You know, I've never heard of Drunk Elephant. The only one I've ever heard of is Neutrogena. Neutrogena's like the only one. But I think it's because they have like commercials all the time. Korean skincare also top tier. For my wife's birthday, I went and spent like way too much money and got all the stuff to do for facials and researched tons of products. And it is a real thing. You have to try one to get your beard to grow out more. It stimulates beard growth. I thought it was only for I thought the dermal roller is only for your acne scars. You're supposed to wash your face really well, clean the dermal roller before and after use, and use alcohol to clean it. Okay. I see. I see. Interesting. And Drunk Elephant's really a popular brand and somewhat a name brand. It's supposed to, but it didn't notice a difference. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look up a dermal roller real quick. Let me see this. What is a... Or, I know. Wait, actually. What is a dermal roller? I want to see how they define it on AI Overview. Google AI Overview says... A dermal roller is a handheld skincare device featuring a small wheel covered in tiny, fine microneedles. When rolled over the skin, it creates controlled micro-injuries that trigger the body's natural healing response, boosting collagen and elastin production while helping topical serums penetrate deeper. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. It's like a medieval torture device.
Extraction called for.
Honestly, I might need one of those, though. I honestly might need one of those. I've got a good bit of acne scars. They're never going away. I need something. But it hurts and you bleed. Oh, no. Error says, I can't use anything on the shelves. I have to use natural products, like aloe vera and facial tonics that aren't too harsh on my skin. I see, I see.
Extraction helo.
So,
Almost within range.
what are you guys' opinions on face masks? And not like... I'm not talking about, like, the creams that you, like, put on your face and then, like, make a mask. I'm talking about the cloth ones. Like, the ones that come out of a package and you put it over your face. Do you think they work? Because I've done them with my sister, and I don't think they work. I mean, to be fair, I do it once in a blue moon when she invites me to do it, but for the most part, I don't think they work. I hear you're supposed to, like, look radiant. Feel like I look like a dude, always. With or without face mask, so I can't really tell. I don't think it's working. I certainly feel radiant.
Medical assistance needed.
Certainly feel prettier than usual, but I wouldn't exactly say that I
Agent down.
don't know what I expected running back out there. This is gonna kill me again. Okay, hold on. I gotta send a text.
Contaminated gear detected.
There we go. Sorry, I had to respond to something. Anyways. But yeah, I mean, I certainly feel, like, radiant. But it's one of those things that I'm like, I feel like you know,
Transmissions.
you do something and
Proximity coverage only.
placebo, you know? Hold on. There we go. Alistor says, it literally feels like your sun burning your skin. Oh, no. Alistor asks, error, is it because of nutrient-dense products or allergies? I guess it could be either, huh? Do you just use the face mask, or do you use face wash and toner and hydrating skin cream with them? They are not terrible products. They're usually filled with good things for your skin, but you can buy a powder that gels up and mixed with water, and you can make your own for like 1/10 the price and do it 100 times.
Landmark
Okay,
engaged.
okay. Usually
Returning to base.
what happens is my sister will kind of rope me into, like, skincare night, where she will be like, here's some product, wash your face with this. We're going to put this other thing on our face. She knows better than I do. I don't, like, fully understand what I'm doing. I'm just following her instructions. But she'll be like, we're washing our face with this, we're putting this on our face, and then after that we're putting on the face mask. So it's not just the face mask, but the face mask being, like, the, I don't know, I guess the most primary or noticeable activity of the night. I don't know what it is, though. Like, I know some dudes that just, they do not, I know they don't do any kind of skincare, but they just never break out. Meanwhile, I'm over here just breaking out all the time. But, you know, one of the things I did learn over the years is that, well, I used to break out a lot in grade school, and I found that, like, my pillow, when I sleep, tends to get really oily. If I switch out my pillowcase so that I use 2 pillowcases in a week, like, every, like, 3 to 4 days, if I switch it out, I find that the breakouts are less. I think it's just, like, all the oil that gets slowly accumulated on my pillowcase that kind of makes me break out some more. Ah, bad, dude. Speaking of allergies, though, dude. Damn, my nose is, like... I know I've been saying this over and over, but, like, damn, my nose is really itching. Might have to blow my nose after this, too. It's growing, damn it! Alistor says, my wife has super sensitive skin, and I learned that a lot of name brand products are so dense in nutrients it causes her to break out. I see. Okay. You know, I saw a dermatologist growing up. She prescribed me something. I don't remember what it is at this point. Oh, an exotic! Exotic weapon. Hold on. Gonna yoink it. What is it? Sweet Dreams. The name of the weapon. Nice. But, what was I saying? Oh, I saw a dermatologist. She prescribed me some kind of, like, face cream, and she told me that it would take, like, what? She said something like, you have to apply it nightly for 2 months in order to notice a difference. I never noticed a difference. Like, when I got to college, I stopped using it, and it's still, I didn't notice a single difference. It made 0 difference. And I guess in hindsight, I probably should have just told her that so she could prescribe me something different, but... No! But it never occurred to me at the time. So. Can I pick that back up? Oh, I can't. Oh, oh! Hold on. Something behind you, no! Man, it is rough tonight, man. I think I'll spawn up here. Era says, I'm sorry, Era says it might be either, but I just know I like you, my face feels afterwards, and I do use the toners, not tonic. My face just likes it better, I guess. And sorry if I'm not answering here. I am so into the game. Era's like, I've been looking forward to this the whole week. I'm so ready. It's time. The Division 2 stream on a Friday. Alistor says, I sent you a link for something your sister might like. It's a jelly mask powder you mix yourself. Smells amazing. Nice. Alistor says, you're fine, you were playing. I get that. Bioma has been awesome for both my wife and my stepdaughter. I don't know if it would work for you. Probably a steroid cream. So what is a steroid? I don't know if that's a stupid question, but like I know what they do, or what the effects rather of what. Sorry, I'm misleading Error right now. We're not even in the right spot. It's further this way, but I know it kind of like boosts, like steroids for like muscles boost your like. Oh, Error says, wait 1 second. Okay. I know that they, for muscles, they will kind of like help with your like muscle regeneration and all that, right? But what does it mean to be like a steroid face cream? Oh, or Error says, we fight together, we die together. So true, Error. So true, Mr. Error. Alistor says, it's an organic compound that signals molecules like hormones to do things. I see. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. This outfit is so cool, dude. Actually, hold on. Do you have some kind of marking on your grenade launcher? The hell is that? I don't think I have that. Cool. Ah, dude, my nose is so itchy. Marking on your what? On the grenade launcher. You see it? It's like... It's almost like a slot machine. Pretty cool. I don't think I have that. Very nice. Ugh. So itchy. Alistor says it's basically a way to be like, yo body, we want you to do this thing by affecting the hormones in your body. I see. Okay, okay. That makes sense. It does, it does. You ready? Hi, ready? I'm Taku. Got him. Alright. Gotta grab my stuff. I don't know if... Oh, shoot. Maybe if we... A part of me wants to run in and grab it, but I'm pretty sure I'd get shot dead before I even got there. I guess I'll start from this side. I'll work my way over. I don't know if we'll live, but a boy can dream.
What did he say?
Nice. We got him, we got him. Damn.
Contaminated gear detected.
Oh my. Thank you, Error. You're so kind. Shoot. Okay. I'm trying to be significantly more... Ouch! I'm trying to be significantly more strategic about my approach. Did anyone ever play the Metal Gear Solid 4 mobile game? Back in like the iPod Touch era? I know the answer is probably not, but boy can dream.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Hold on. I'm risking it all. Okay, I just wanted that back. Okay, I'm going back up.
Incinerator turret detected.
Error's still down there. I'll cover you as best I can. I can't really see anybody right now. Damn. Barf says, oh. Sorry, I was too locked in. What did he say? That 4 years of bio really coming in handy. So true. Oh, sorry, Error. I got you. You're good, you're good. You're good, you're good. We got it. I believe. I believe in us. Damn. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna survive, if I'm being honest. Or at least I don't know if I'm gonna have enough bullets to... Ah!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Hold on. I got myself.
Agent down.
I'm basically just gonna have to fight with my pistol at this point. I'm running out of bullets. I need more bullets. Oh, sitting on like 3 grand in taco points. Figured I'd burn some. Nice. Oh, damn. Sorry. 50.3k. One day I'll just spam his ears. No, please. I'm just a boy.
Landmark has been cleared.
I'm glad bullets go through light poles in this game. Oh, those guys are... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say that those guys are back, but they're different guys this time.
Contaminated gear.
Okay. Well, we made it. It's the important thing. Nope. Salute? Oh, thank you. I missed, but thank you. But yeah, I will say though, you know, I am a big advocate of this game. If you think it looks cool, it's because it is cool. And I highly recommend getting it. Just generally speaking. Because it's that good. I don't know what it is about this orange hoodie, but man, I love the hoodie. I'm just gonna go dressed like this, I guess.
Hilo is headed back.
Okay. Error is a boss, so true. Has the biggest of backpacks. Error? Error's got like a really nice, like, aesthetic thing going on. Very nice color coordination, very nice aesthetic. So cool. Pack is super bulky. I like it, personally. But I guess I'm more of a big fan of, like, big backpacks. Well, to the extent that I like having as much storage as possible. IRL. But, you understand. They be carrying you around in it. Oh, Al, you are too kind, sir. Al? The Al? A store? Ugh. Sorry, I knows it is. Ah, man. Whew. Okay. Back to it. Also, I might have to go soon. Potentially. I hope that was mine. Hope it. Is that mine? It must have been. I don't know exactly when I have to go, but I think my family is prepping some dessert. In which case, I'm gonna have to eat the dessert. Tonight is ice cream. Root beer floats? Nay! Ice cream. So, I do not know when that is going to arrive, but when it does, I will have to peace out. I think we're going to survive. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me get some ammo first. I'm going to yoink some of this ammo. Feels so bad, though. I started like 30 minutes late. I mean, I was eating dinner. I would have had to pause it regardless, but man. Why is the word beer censored? Ice cream is just halfway to a root beer float. So true. That is so true. It could be a root beer float. I don't think I have root beer, though. I don't think I do. Welcome back to Brave. How are you, Brave? How was your meal? I gotta sneeze. Dude, on top of that, the allergies thing, it's reached the inside of my nose now. Thank you. Oh, actually, sorry, I should have called that out before I just...
Hilo inbound.
Sorry, Error. I should have called that out first.
System.
I'm gonna back up a little. Oh my! Bold Error? Bold Error? Hold on. Reloading. Oh, can I not throw this out? Hold on. A little bit closer.
Hostile defender drone detected.
Alright, I got you.
Hostile explosive trap detected.
There's an explosive trap. Watch
System
out.
reactivated. Extraction helo. Almost within range.
Oh, is that my drone? Oh no, never mind. It's not mine. I didn't.
Arrived.
My drone.
System curtailed.
Oh, never mind. It's all good. There's other players over here,
Gear detected.
so it'll be more people against the hunters. Nice.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Nice, man.
System restored.
Things are looking so good. Oh, I didn't even realize the extraction's available. Let's get it going. That is funny, it censored beer. Peanut butter, honey, milk. I was gonna say milk, but actually, wait. Oats? Oats in a root beer float? Or are we just talking about? Or oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, I missed the message. Milkshake the other night. I was like, why are you putting oats in your root beer? Anyways, hi Brave, bless you. Thanks for the bless. You're welcome, Brave. Bless you as well. That bless you was 1000% only for you. Late on the stream. What did I do to get blessed? Just by existing, man. You deserve to be blessed. Just by existing. But yeah, I've had an itchy nose since maybe like 30 minutes into the stream. It's been slowly growing, and now the itch has spread to the inside of my nostrils, and now my nose is getting clogged up, and I'm sneezing. So, Era says, I died, my body looked funny. You died? Oh, you mean going down. But it's all good. Sorry, I thought I had, like, my reviver thing ready, but turns out it wasn't. How unfortunate. Indeed. Let me, hold on. Let me... Oh, Era says, die just got... Did you really? You... Oh, damn. The hell? You straight up died and I didn't even notice? I'm so sorry. I got a little distracted. You see. Error straight up dies. Comes all the way back. Mr. Taku doesn't register to help. That's crazy. They need like some kind of red alert sound when error goes down. And I also need to be paying better attention. I feel like if I... Oh, I got you this time. I feel like if I wasn't streaming, I'd be a lot better. A lot better about noticing. Damn, the hell just shot me? Oh, okay, I saw that one though. Oh, actually, I might be able to get myself up. Who's to say? Might be able to crawl my way on over there. Ouch! As long as...
Agent killed.
I was gonna say, as long as they don't shoot me while I'm on the ground, I think I'll be okay. But alas, they shot me. Okay.
Safe area entered.
Era says, yeah, basically I died, got my stuff, and said, hi, I'm back. Then you noticed. I'm sorry, Era. I'm sorry.
Transmissions jammed.
Is your stuff still out there? Let's get your stuff. Wait, did you extract your stuff? Don't want you to lose your stuff. Oh, no worries. It's out there? Okay, let's go get it. Let's go get it. Man, to think all this beautiful map is locked behind the PvP zone. This is the zone you'd normally get shot by another player in. But in this case, it's nice and peaceful. But Alistor says, alright, I gotta go to bed. Wife has to be up in 2 hours, and she is going to be mad. Sweet dreams, everyone. Sweet dreams, Alistor. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, Alistor. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Tell your wife stream says hello. And Brave says, Operation Extract Error Stuff start. So true. Let's get it done. Let's do it. I can't see where it is, though, so... let me know. Actually, I can see that X on my map. I guess we both died near the same spot. So, let's go grab your stuff. It's so quiet in game. So peaceful. Ah! I heard the sound of you picking it up. I can't see it for some reason, but I heard it. Alright. I don't have a stabilization agent though, so I can't call an extract. I literally, I can't call an extract. But, oh, you got it? Okay. Well, yeah, up to you. I don't have anything to extract, but I'll definitely help. I will say though,
Chopper on the way.
I will have to go soon.
Extraction.
Unfortunate.
System disrupted.
Hold on. Error, no! Where? Why can't... Okay.
Native gear.
I can't use my revive high for some reason. My abilities are grayed out.
Blinder firefly.
I was gonna throw it, but I can't.
Hostile restore hive detected.
Ever
System
run back
reactivated.
quickly. Come on. It's me and the hunter in a 1v1. It's getting sketch.
Serious trauma detected.
I'll just cheese the fight.
No one playing.
Hope for the best.
Vehicle is on
Oh.
site.
I'll distract the mirror.
System upgrading.
Damn it! Just got his health back. And again. Oh, damn.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Error, hurry!
System.
Well, you got a minute 30, I guess. You got that. Don't want you to miss out on the extract, though. Oh!
Serious trauma.
Okay, hold on. I can revive myself. It's all good.
Agent down.
Okay, I'll try to distract him. Or at least do some damage. Oh, damn. That almost killed me.
Available. Easy drop incoming. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Did you get the stuff?
Curtailed. An agent needs assistance.
Oh, that killed me!
Agent deceased.
Okay, I see it, though. I see the stuff. I see your stuff on there, so I'm assuming you got it. Damn, they really did come out of nowhere, though.
System reactivated.
They just smoked bombed in. Smoke bombed in.
Transmission range limited. Proximity coverage.
It's only one guy, too.
Incoming dark zone drop.
But yeah, Brave says, ouch, one hit and almost died. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Location nearby.
So, we're in the PvE zone right now, so it's not PvP, but when you try to extract, they bring in like a really
Hostile patrol detected.
overpowered enemy to try to kill you. And it's tough, man. That thing is tough.
Dark zone drop
It's
has been delivered.
It's an enemy called a hunter. So the hunter is incredibly
Hero is
strong.
headed back.
And then on top of that, the hunter can also regenerate health. Or regenerate armor, rather. So. Okay. I see error here. Excellent, excellent. We'll follow error. Ah, man. It feels like my nose is like filled with nose hairs. It's just my allergies. Ah. 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 Oh, Error got some more stuff. Did you extract your stuff, Error? Did you get all your stuff out? Brave says 3 clips down. He's still standing strong. 2 bullets and you're down. The other problem is that my armor's not very good. So my build is very rifle based. Rifle and like MMR based. So if those two things don't work, I'm kind of screwed. It's like my build is kind of like medium DPS, low armor. Kinda, I guess you could say. It is a build though. It's not like there is a concept in mind. It's not very good, but Eric says I don't remember where we were at. What? Hold on. Oh, it's right over here. I gotcha. Medium DPS, low armor. Where's the upside? The DPS! That is the upside. We could be low armor, low DPS. Instead, we're medium DPS, low armor. So, think about that. You know? Yeah, I get it. It's homebrew. Yeah, it's a homebrew. Come on, come on. It's just a homebrew.
System malfunctioning.
See?
Enemy patrol detected.
Is there another
Hostile
enemy? Oh,
blind
shoot.
Firefly
Right.
detected.
Apparently the
Restore hive detected.
food's here. The food is here, damn it! No!
Serious trauma.
I'm gonna have to
detected.
go soon. But I want to make sure that Mr. Error extracts his stuff. Oh. I gotcha.
Medical assistance needed.
No!
Incapacitated.
Come to you. Oh, error. Risky business. Oh no.
Needs assistance.
Wow.
Extraction called for.
Error's just sniffing my butt. Well,
Agent deceased.
the in-sync death.
Contaminated gear detected.
Well, damn it. Damn it. That was hilarious.
Safe area entered.
No! Dude, okay.
Reception limited.
You don't think we're getting our stuff back?
Coverage only.
I don't know, man. I don't know anymore.
Most within range.
Well, okay, so hypothetically, we get our stuff back, right? Then what? Because I'm pretty sure that you used your last stabilization agent. I don't have one. So if we both don't have stabilization agent, then we're both screwed, right? Oh, there is an extract coming in, but that's kind of far from our stuff. Last try, for real? Okay. Alright, Error.
Detected. Location guarded by heavily armed hostiles.
You think we can grab the stuff and then head to the other extraction? Because we need to do it in like a minute and a half. We need to head all the way over there, grab your stuff, and head all the way to the extraction in a minute and a half. Do you think we can do it? I think maybe. Regardless, I'm sprinting over there right now to support. Error says, gosh, I don't. We can make it. We're either going to make it, or we're going to get... I don't know. Maybe if we grab your stuff, we can find the people that are over there, and we can just stalk them until they call another one. But yeah, that guy is super tough. The hunter. Well, is that one of us? Is that an enemy? I don't know. Anyways, I made it back. Check out my cool headpiece though. Glowing green eyes, pretty cool, huh? I don't know if Error's gonna make it. But you do like the gas mask? Yeah, it's an exotic class headpiece. It's quite the menacing mask it is. It's quite something. I like how it glows, especially. Well, this is interesting.
Hilo is returning to base.
You got stuff, Error? Do you? Oh yeah, we could. Okay. Huh. Guess we're gonna have to wait until the next. Oh, okay. Actually, we can make our way over there, and let's see if they call another one. They might call another one. Or here's hoping. That's kind of copium from me right now, but maybe they'll call another one. Maybe. How do you beat a hunter? You kind of have to overwhelm them with DPS. I think they have up to 4 armor kits, so they can recover their armor like 4 times, and then I think after that they're out of like recovery. So you either have to whittle down all the armor 4 times, and then the 5th time they just don't recover,
Extraction.
or you have to have enough people shooting at it to overwhelm the enemy to the point that they can't recover. Fast enough. So either one. The PvE zone that we're in, it says on the left side of the screen alert level 2. So that alert level changes based on how many players there are in the zone. Right now, alert level 3 is the highest it can go, I believe. So,
Almost at extraction.
but the alert level will also adjust based on the amount of people that are in the zone. So, right now it's pretty much me, Error, and like another group
Helo is on site.
is in the zone. So the enemies are kind of scaled with that in mind. Oh. I hear that. Oh yeah, it's right here. There, it is departing. There's hope for us yet, Error. Oh, sweet. Oh, it's these guys again. Nice. Go, Error, go. Oh,
Dog zone drop has
Error, quick. Error, quick. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, well, we have like a minute and a half. Never mind. It's all good. Dude. We did it, Error. We made it. Excellent, excellent. Error says, I am unpredictable. So true. We've managed to get victory from the... What do they say? We've snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. So I'm really glad they called too, because if they didn't, we'd have to wait again. We'd have to wait an indefinite amount of time, or we'd have to fight more enemies with the hopes that we don't die again, and with the hopes that they drop a stabilization agent. Did we have to watch this leave to get our stuff? No, right? I don't think it matters. But Brave says, this is PvE Dark Zone, right? So if you find another player, you can shoot each other, right? Not quite. So PvE is no PvP. So I can show you. So you see, at the upper right here, I'll use my mouse to show you. But oh, okay. Well, the moment I move my mouse up there, it disappears. But like right around here, when I hover over, it says Toxic Dark Zone PvE, a Rogue Protocol disabled. So a Rogue Protocol represents well, I'll explain better here. So, balanced PvP, Rogue Protocol enabled. This means that when you encounter other people, like Error, for example.
Helo is headed back.
Error's on our team right now. Error could activate Rogue Protocol, and then I can hit Error, and Error can hit me. However, Error appears as hostile on the map. So, in the case of the PvE zone that we're currently in, you can't activate the Rogue Protocol, so everybody is on the same team fighting against the enemy. So, in this case, you wouldn't be able to. But on top of that, even in the PvP zones, you have to activate Rogue Protocol in order to do damage to other players. So like if I was out in the wild and I saw Error, like I couldn't shoot Error and do damage. I mean, I could shoot Error, but it wouldn't do any damage. So you would have to specifically be in a Rogue Protocol to make that happen.
Exiting dog zone.
Anyways. Ooh. Alright, I gotta wash my nose bad. I really gotta wash my nose. But would you shoot Error? Of course not. Unless Error had something I wanted. No, I'm just kidding. No. Error is my buddy. Absolutely not. Last thing first, yep. I know exactly what you're thinking. I was not gonna leave without the rock, paper, scissors. Absolutely not. I got rock. Best 2 out of 3. Okay, so you won the first one. Paper versus rock. Won that one. Rock versus scissors. Okay, I won that one. It's 1 and 1. Oh, a tie. Okay, one more. Damn it! I lost. Well, nope. Okay, now you're just rubbing it in my face. I lost again. 2 more? Okay. Okay, a tie. A tie? Damn. Great minds think alike. Okay, I won that one. Okay, one more. Oh wait, no, I was laughing like I won, I just lost. I call it a tie. Thank you, Error. Thank you for thank you for humoring me. But thank you for joining me, Error. It is a pleasure as always. The pleasure is all mine. But I hope you have a wonderful night, Error. Thanks again for joining me tonight on the Division 2. But yeah, I plan to do this indefinitely on a Friday. So, but yeah, until next time. Until next Friday. And Brave says, ooh, watch out there, Error. This RPS is cute. And Error says, I hope you all had fun because I did. I definitely did. Brave says, okay, thanks for stream. Thank you, Brave. Thanks for hanging out. So, thank you, Error. Brave. Starfleet over on YouTube. Captain Buzzkill, thank you again for the raid. Mochi, a pleasure. K. Scott, a pleasure. Farf, pleasure. Alistor, a pleasure. Good night, Uncle Taku. Good night, Error. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will catch you guys on tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I think tomorrow will just be a surprise. I don't know what we're doing. But, do you guys want to raid into a Division streamer? I don't know who to raid, though. I actually don't know any streamers. Or Division streamers. Actually, you guys want to watch Metal Gear? I love Metal Gear. I'd raid into Izzy, but Izzy's on YouTube, so that's not going to work. Okay, well, guess we're not raiding tonight. Never mind. Well, it's always a pleasure to play D2 with you, Taku. Always a pleasure to play D2 with you, Ever. Thank you for joining. But yes, I'll just end here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for a mystery stream. Honestly, it's equal chance KCD2 and equal chance something else. I don't know. We'll see. I'll just do whatever I'm feeling like in the moment. But thanks, guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Look forward to watching the stream with you at the end of my long week. Thank you, Ever. Look forward to seeing you there. Look forward to seeing you there and chatting with you some more. Good night, everybody.